Good evening. What's happening? It's SEC After Dark, coming from his brand new studio, which I don't know if you should ever go back to the old one, Steve.
Yes, the basement below the palatial Central Florida studios.
That might be the new permanent home. But it's Stephen Willis, Jeb Beechum, Jake Thomas, the four amigos, the four horsemen joining you. I've got Georgia representation behind me on my walls. Now Ole Miss is represented on Steve's wall. And, of course, the Crimson Tide is represented on Jake's wall. Jeb, what's your excuse?
As is tradition, the Tennessee wall is basically a vertical blind.
I set up in an office with nothing but windows, so I got nothing to hang anything on. I might have to rethink this at some point.
Well, there's some. See those blinds? They make these things called stickers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stick it up.
My pretty white blinds? I guess I could do that.
The problem with mine is my big ass head takes up half the freaking name of Alabama. So
yeah,
it's like that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Crap. See, I had the foresight to design it around my big noggin. So
yeah. Well, this room I'm in is a little tiny, so I can't move anything. I'm up against a wall, and that wall is like 5 foot behind me. So it's a tiny room.
You know, Jake, what you should do here, if you want my professional interior design advice, whatever.
Let's get it.
Which is what we pay for.
Exactly.
That's right.
I mean, you don't subscribe for the football content. You subscribe for my interior design. Get some smaller pictures and put them surround your head with them.
Yeah, I can do that.
You know, get like
I do have those.
3 stacks of like photos.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a shelf like Jeb did, and I can steal it and put it back behind me, and have an ammo case on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, boy.
Oh well.
He's trying to fit in with the Mississippi.
Guns, God, and country.
Mississippiites.
Amen.
Is it Mississippiites?
Mississippians.
Mississippigons?
Yeah. Polygons? I don't know.
Mississippitomians?
Down here it's Floridians, and you've all heard of Florida Man. So
Floridas?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Florida, man, have you ever, I've always heard, just do like your birthday and search your birthday Florida Man, and there'll be some crazy story.
Jake,
of it.
One of these days you weren't here, we actually did that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it pays not to miss, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of which, you don't want to miss this either. We are presented by Bet Online. Our partners at Bet Online continue to be the #1 source for all betting needs and sports info. Mm-hmm. Find all the latest sports developments, including updated odds on your NBA playoffs, fights, and even next season's futures. Looking at you, NFL. Don't forget the MLB is back as well. It's early, but who are you picking to win the World Series, guys?
Not the Braves.
Yeah, I was going to say the Dodgers look really good, unfortunately.
Well, it's still April.
The jumbo shrimp.
I'm picking the Savannah Bananas.
I like the Savannah Bananas.
That's a good pick, yeah.
Or no, I'm trying. I've actually had a correspondence with the Carolina Disco Turkeys. So,
what about the Macon
That's
Bacon?
A name.
Making bacon.
These aren't real names.
No,
it's all in that league. There's also the party animals, and I'm not sure where they're from.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. It's like a Harlem Globetrotters type league, where it's like entertainment baseball. It's actually really fun.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah, if you hit a foul ball and the fan catches it, the batter's out.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
And
it's
every
like
player
WWE
on the
meets baseball.
Yeah, every player on the team has to touch the ball before you're allowed to tag a runner out when he walks. So they can, if they sprint, they have a chance to make it to second before everybody touches it.
Oh wow,
that is weird. I have seen some of the TikToks or whatever of the Savannah Bananas dancing, but I had no idea that was a league-wide weird rules. That's fun.
I would be out before I even got first base for that.
Also, there's a strict 2-hour time limit, and if you win an inning, you get a point. It doesn't matter if you score 5 runs that inning, you get 1 point. And the first person to 5 points wins the game.
That is weird.
That is.
Wow.
Why is this not on national TV, dadgummit?
It's on ESPN Plus.
Well, I don't get it. That's not national TV.
Nowadays it is. So,
Yeah.
but BetOnline is your continued source for all sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino and poker games. You can probably
Or
bet on the
Savannah
Savannah
Bananas.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Savannah Bananas. So super easy to get started. So head to that website today. Use your mobile device to join, and use our promo code Bleav. That's BLEAV to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline is where the game starts, guys. Got an action-packed show. We're going to get Jeb to dance on TikTok.
Try it.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's going to do some booty shaking now. And as you see, we did not. That is not a typo. Trans A&M. It's back. SMU just absolutely trolling A&M, and I'm here for it.
And the NCAA.
And
Yeah.
NCAA, they're like, F you. They threw him the big middle finger.
I'm all for that.
Hey, the chat's out. The chat's up and ready to go. See,
John.
Beast of the East, nobody joined our chat. It was sad. Nobody joined the live show.
Hey, no, like John's in the chat.
Yeah, John. Yeah, they're just trying to have a little fun. They're just trying to be
Yeah.
different.
What these are college players that aren't good for minor league baseball that are still trying to do stuff playing baseball to attract a crowd. This used to be a college league, like a college summer league, that grew as a way to make a little bit of money. That's all it is. It's not a serious competition in any way. Whenever you have the left fielder out in the fisherman's hat, I mean, they're not really trying to really do
Win
it. It's-
championships.
I'm
They're
sorry.
wearing
This sounds
kilts and-
it sounds more entertaining than real Major League Baseball. So I mean,
Their walk-ups are fantastic. They have like a marching band sometime. One time during the Masters, they had a caddy come up to where the caddy read the green and everything, and he pulled the baseball bat out of the golf bag.
That's good.
I mean, they have fun. Ole Miss has a women's soccer team. They do not have a men's team. Although I've said that they needed one, and every team in the SEC needs to have one, especially now that SEC Network is the thing. They need to have a soccer team because I think Kentucky, Vanderbilt, and South Carolina do at this point.
Yeah,
why does Vandy not have a softball team?
because they traded softball for men's soccer.
Well, I guess that's,
And
I wasn't where they didn't. That's weird.
they're the only SEC team that don't.
if they like did the whole like Leah Thomas thing, we could still call them the Vandy Boys.
Hey, hey-o.
Oh man.
Would the Whistler
we're
show
done
up
for
for that?
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see y'all next week.
Hey,
All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
Signing off.
Yeah.
what was I going to say? This is excellent pod. No, we can go into the Trans A&M in just a second, but I need to remember what I was going to say.
Oh, we're gonna be here all night.
Yeah.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
Yeah, seriously. But seriously, every SEC team needs to have men's soccer. The fact they don't, and as much money as they're getting right now in the athletics department, is absolutely a shame because they already have the facilities with women's soccer. So only thing you have to do is pay for uniforms and a ball, and that gets sponsored. There's no reason not to have it. Maybe the scholarship.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, I know what I was going to say. NIL. NIL, right now there's a rumor on The Athletic of a 3-star defensive lineman getting basically what amounts to about $500,000 a year in NIL deals. A 3-star. Now, my thought is, A, these rankers aren't good enough to know who they are. So it's not a direct thing. It's like, this is a 5-star, this is a 4-star, this is a 3-star. They're not good enough to really know that this guy's definitely a 3-star, and he's not like one of those late bloomers that go to Wisconsin and just J.J. Watts it. But all of the money is going into this NIL stuff. And less money is going into capital campaigns and things like that through the university. Are we seeing an era where big boosters and the university are separating?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Tennessee, I think the legislature just passed a law so that Sprott Sports can start actually working with the coaches to start offering these packages. So, yeah, I mean, I could see that actually. It's going to be
NIL
interesting.
Collectives or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's what it is in Tennessee. Just an NIL collective. But being able to actually work directly with the team actually gives them a lot more power than the boosters have. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and these schools that have had basically a monopoly on fundraising with the fans and all that, now all of a sudden, like at Ole Miss right now, they started a capital campaign, and it's going fairly slowly because NIL is taking up all that money. All these collectives are going in, and people are donating there. And if that's happening at a small school like Ole Miss, I hate to know what's happening at Tennessee and Georgia. I don't even say Alabama because I know the Red Elephant Club's been doing this for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's a whole different animal.
Yeah. That's an elephant.
Yeah, it is an elephant, yeah. As seen behind Jake's head.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
There you go. Much better.
I just been like this all night. No.
Yeah. Jake, I like your tusks.
Thank you. Coming out, I look like I got devil horns if I look just right,
Yeah, it does.
Jake, you're the devil.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Roll, mother. Oh, wait, I can't say that.
Roll, mother lover, Tide. Give it the old TBS edit. Or like in Major League when they were like, when Roger Dorn comes over, he's like, strike this guy out.
That's not what he says. It's like when they said, yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
His name's not Mr. Falcon.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Trans A&M, okay? Back in the days of SMU, when SMU was getting in all that trouble and eventually got the death penalty, one of the big stories for everybody is Texas A&M basically bought the right to sign Eric Dickerson with a gold Trans Am. The day of signing day, he took his Trans Am, which he already got because they are dumb and didn't wait for the actual contract, the document to be signed, and he signed with SMU. And so Eric Dickerson rolled on SMU's campus in the age of when it was incredibly dirty in a gold Trans Am that they called, to this day, because they knew what happened, the Trans A&M, because he was supposed to go to A&M.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, why is that relevant? Well, in the last week, SMU has been distributing recruit graphics with the Trans A&M on it as a double bird to the NCAA, Texas A&M, the whole 9 yards, the way it used to be, a giant FU to everybody that was involved in taking them down. And now they're using it as a recruiting tool, and they are a player in NIL. Now, this is hilarious to me.
Yeah, because they're gonna be flaunting it so bad. Like they're gonna be so in your face with all the money they're about to spend on NIL as a big FU to everybody. Starts with the Trans A&M, but like they were doing it egregiously back then in the 80s when it was not legal, according to, or not sanctioned by the NCAA. Now it's legal in NCAA terms. Oh boy, they're going to come out. I mean, those players are going to be all driving whatever. They're all going to be iced out. They're going to go crazy. And don't think for 1 second they're not going to go buy some of these 5 stars.
Yeah.
With some ridiculous contracts and recreate the Pony Express.
This is the best part of it. Texas A&M is fighting this. Everybody knows that they signed a class for $30 million or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
SMU is the way they should be acting.
That'll come.
They should be. You really don't want people to understand that, oh, yeah, you have money, so come here? That seems like the best recruiting pitch of all time.
Yeah, we can pay you. Come on.
Yeah, SMU is going to have guys getting off of a private jet like Deion Sanders in his Falcons and Braves days. And that's the way the players are going to look, and they're going to market the hell out of it.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, it's gonna be damn. They're going to be the Showtime Mustangs.
Oh, by the way, winning time, have y'all caught up?
I haven't started yet.
Nope.
Y'all need to watch that because all the players on the Showtime Lakers are demanding an apology of how they're portrayed. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The only one that isn't demanding an apology has HIV. Yeah, I mean, it's something like that. I mean, Jerry Buss, everything. Okay. The first episode, within 5 minutes, John C. Reilly as Jerry Buss is at the Playboy Mansion doing oral. Just like that. That's how it starts, and they go from there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. I'll turn that on.
Okay. All right. Let's.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I'll get with you guys in just a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get with you guys here.
Got that fire stick.
I'll be. Gotta do some research. It's for research. So yeah, research. So John, SMU has never had a tier 1 coach.
Yeah. They don't need one.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, you don't need Nick Saban to tell you to turn around and hand the ball off to Eric Dickerson.
And their quarterback was like a 5'8" guy running the triple option. But he just happened to have Eric Dickerson and Craig James in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean,
That's insane.
SMU doesn't even have to leave Dallas. They could just get them a quarterback that can throw a little bit. Just go over to South Lake Carroll, grab you their starting quarterback, and then go buy a few receivers, go buy a running back, and you're going to score 80 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Rhett Lashley, he is the coach, and he is a good fit for what they want to do.
Yeah, so just go buy you a few players and let's roll. And
Find out what Sherwood Blunt's up to.
Yep, and
See if he wants to
they're
write
joining the
some
Big
checks.
12.
Yeah.
They're joining the Big 12. So
Are they?
yeah, aren't they? Didn't them Houston and BYU accept bids? A while ago.
I don't know if it was SC. No, it was UCF, Houston, and BYU.
Not SMU.
Not SMU because I think they got blackballed because something to do with a relationship with like Baylor or Texas Tech or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think it goes back to the Southwest Conference dying and the fact that it died. There were hard feelings carried over because they are viewed as the reason the Southwest Conference died.
Well, okay. I thought they joined.
But they
okay, never mind. I just they're such a perfect fit that I thought
Yeah.
that would actually happen.
And also, I think TCU would keep them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sonny Dykes is no longer at SMU. He's across
Right.
town.
Yeah, he's at TCU. He's in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He went across town. Probably still lives in the same house though.
Yeah, I think it's about 15 miles apart or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sonny Dykes can have all the players in the world. He still may not win a natty. Yeah. And he's probably not going to win a natty at TCU either.
No.
Let's just put it that way.
So
So,
Rhett Lashley's not going to win a natty at SMU.
But they can make it a lot of fun.
Rhett Lashley's the coach there now.
yeah. Rhett Lashley, who got scapegoated by Malzahn, by old
Yeah.
Bus.
Yeah.
By Malzahn, and he also got scapegoated by Manny.
Oh, yes, right.
Oh.
Yeah.
By old Manny Diaz.
Yeah, I forgot he was at Miami last year, wasn't he?
And we all know that Manny was the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Manny. Manny's like the defensive coordinator at Penn State now, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Him and
That's
James
right, that's-
Franklin together. That's
It's not. And the DC at Penn State, that job title still just has a little stink to it.
It does.
I don't think you got to say I'm the defensive coordinator at Penn State anymore.
It's getting Sandusky in here.
Yeah, I think you just have to say I work at Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's your job title? I'll play.
I'm
I'm
an
the
assistant
football.
coach.
Yeah.
I'm an
I'm a
assistant
coach of football.
I'm a coach at football.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
At
one?
football.
It don't matter.
I coach at Carlisle College.
I coach at that college in state college, Pennsylvania.
Shippensburg.
Slippy, Slappy, Samson.
I coach at Bishop Sycamore.
I'm the running backs coach at Bishop Sycamore.
Yeah.
Also, what is Ed Orgeron doing?
Trying to
Being there
politics
to
for a
withdraw.
job.
He's
going on
just he's like on a walkabout. You see him at Notre Dame. He's at Miami. He's like, is he the person that comes in and
His
just
son's an
yells at
analyst
people?
Miami.
Maybe he's a motivational speaker now.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
Ed Orgeron was at Miami when Mario Cristobal was there.
Yeah,
Sometime around that same time frame.
yeah. And then now Cody Orgeron's an analyst, so
Yeah.
he was visiting his son.
He's
and
come a
then
long way from throwing dirt clops at a dentist's house.
Yeah, that was big news in Oxford.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You told us this story already.
Yeah, that's good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, if I told you the story about the mom getting thrown out of the youth basketball game for verbally assaulting the ref.
Oh wow.
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
No.
I mean,
Never a dull moment whenever they were in Oxford.
she's an Orgeron. You just trying to stay relevant. Yes, he's.
Mhm.
I'm Coach O. I'm getting some pictures. Notre Dame gonna win a natty.
Go Tigers.
I'm still driving around in my 2006
Go
Hummer.
Irish.
Yeah.
You like hummus? I like hummus. We all need to get hummus. Wait. Oh.
$15 he told that joke to Kelly.
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you know it. You already know.
Mhm.
You already know. So yes, yeah, SMU is going to be interesting there. It's going to be interesting. Maybe the Pac-12 will nab them up.
Yes.
There's a rumor I saw on Reddit which basically means nothing. I mean, seriously,
Well, I mean,
but
if it's
I
on
saw
the
that.
internet, it's true, right?
But
Hey, Cass.
the Big Ten
Cass.
is supposedly making a play for like 6 of the teams in the Pac-12, not including Oregon. Or Oregon ends up in the Big 12. And like Miami, Clemson, and Florida State go to the SEC.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Florida State already turned down the SEC.
Yeah, that's Bobby
They're not
Bowden, dadgummit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not interested. Same president though.
Yeah.
MAD.
Yeah, he wouldn't turn down that
TK
money this
Winter.
time.
No.
He's stupid too, but
Yeah.
you know what they say.
Yeah, I hate to know how much money they're going to make when Texas and Oklahoma get involved.
Oh boy. Yeah.
That's a scary amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're talking 60, 70 million a year in TV money.
Wow.
Hey SEC, do you need a nightly webcast
Yeah.
podcast?
That's right.
Be the flagship podcast of the Southeastern Conference. I'll give you a second to think about it, Greg.
Yeah. Say yes by not saying anything.
Hey.
So your silence
There we go.
means we have a deal, right?
Yeah.
We get $5 million apiece per year.
Yeah. Just call Steve Steve tomorrow and work out the details.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Steve gets reception in the palatial basement. I think
Oh,
if he doesn't leave his phone in the gun case.
Yeah.
I'm in negotiation to have my podcast put on like ABC 24's streaming app.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's awesome.
yeah. No, I mean, I'm not going to get to see any money for it because they're part of the family. But yeah, sports
But if
content
it grows
in a
the fan
certain
base.
place. Yeah. So it's another place to have views. I'm pretty excited about that. That's one of the reasons my set's looking so clean.
So dapper.
Professional.
Yeah.
So are you gonna be that guy that now has the gel with the little flip up because you're on TV?
No. I'm going to be. I'm going to be
Are you hiring a
exactly
makeup
what
artist?
I am now. I'm
Is
not
Jeb
going
gonna do your makeup?
I'm not going to pull probably a Jake Crane.
I look like I know how to do makeup.
He's holding out on us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to pull a J Boy show.
Not gonna pull a J boy.
No.
Have a
Yeah.
Oh,
Went
J
from
Boy.
no politics to working for a politics company, and he took his hat off, and it's a completely different show now. But he made it. I mean, it's okay. I am not against selling out. That's not
Right.
what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Nah.
I just like the original version. That's all.
well, the original version. J boy was still J boy, and he
Yeah.
had that like he's the everyman,
Yeah.
but uber
Yeah.
successful.
And he hustled his ass off, and
Yeah.
you just had to respect all of that. And
Yep.
yeah, and now you just have the whole thing about him was all sports, no politics, and then he tried to go to the new place and say all sports, no politics while working for a literally political company.
Yeah.
And it didn't work
I mean,
out.
Yeah, he's on the same network as Ben Shapiro, and he's already had Herschel Walker on his show, and it's like, come on, guys.
So, who does he work for? Daily Wire?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to get away without politics in that. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, come on.
Yeah. All ball, no politics here. I asked him about what it was like to play in the Natty with an injured shoulder. No. Herschel's running for office, bro.
Yeah, but not debating.
No.
Yeah, he
Well, no
was
Republicans are
feeling
anymore.
Ill, yeah,
Yeah.
Decided the whole debating thing wasn't working out for him. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a politician, guys.
Yeah.
It's okay. Not everybody's meant to be a politician.
but name recognition, he's going to win the primary.
Yeah, probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can get there just on name recognition.
Hey, let's go pull that Tommy Tuberville method of getting in.
Oh my goodness, couldn't name the 3 branches of government.
Yeah. But he coached football, so you got to let it go.
Defense, offense, and special teams. Those are three branches of the government.
Great job, coach. Great job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his crowning achievement is one for the thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, updates on spring ball.
Yes, updates on spring ball. So we had a few spring games, right?
Mhm.
So and we had Amarius Mims come out of the transfer portal and say, "Yeah, Florida State was cool and all, but
He just wanted
maybe,
to visit.
Maybe I had a good thing at Georgia, so I'm gonna go back." And Argyle Hall, I'll just call him Argyle. I don't care.
A job.
Yeah, no, I know.
Argyle's the guy from Die Hard, so I will always respect that name.
Yeah.
He's the limo
So-
driver.
yeah.
He is, yes. Argyle is going to Texas.
Which scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Why?
He's back with Sark.
Because, like I said last week, I believe, it just feels like he's going to have 130 yards with 3 touchdown receptions. And
Oh, that's right.
guess
Y'all
so.
play this year.
yeah, we play against Texas. Week 2 at Texas in Austin.
Okay.
I still think we might win by 50 to 28, 31, something like that. But
You're not going to lose. It doesn't matter what stats he pulls.
I
He's a
know
good
it
receiver.
don't. He is.
That could be a Quinn Ewers coming out part. No, I'm just joking. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
I don't
I
think-
tried to be down the middle for a second.
I don't think Ewers has ever seen a defensive front like he's fixing to face with Will Anderson, Dallas Turner, and
Who are those guys?
Yeah.
Looks like
That
Will
man-
Anderson's across the line of scrimmage like a full second before the snap, and it's like, how does he do that?
You're like, he's offsides, and then they replay it, and he's like, no, wait, he's just that fast.
It's like, oh my goodness, that's not fair.
He's just that fast.
Saban had to take him off the field Saturday and then the A-Day game just to give the offense a chance. From what I've heard, I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but
Well, yeah, I mean, they probably that's all they needed to see.
yeah.
They're like, Will, you're good, man. Just
Defensive line usually dominates spring games.
Yeah.
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 Georgia's did too. Tennessee's probably didn't then.
It's because they blow it dead on a play that a quarterback was probably going to escape. They're just overly cautious, so the D line looks like they're better than they are. So
Yeah.
But Will Anderson, he probably doesn't look better than he is. He probably looks how he is.
Yeah.
That's just Will Anderson.
Yeah. Every game's a spring game for Will Anderson.
Yeah.
So was he just not eligible for the NFL? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he's
a
on-
sophomore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other side is Dallas Turner. This isn't fair.
Yeah.
Not
It is for
me. Not fair.
Yeah, this isn't fair. You're going to have to play like 22 personnel or 12 personnel just to do anything, just because you need the tight end to chip.
Nah, bro. Georgia's going 14 personnel.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So
Full Stanford offense.
Oh hell yeah!
By the way, that's what I was going to bring up before.
We got what? They can play wide receiver. They don't have to be Stanford.
USFL. Pittsburgh Maulers lined up with 9 offensive linemen in the first series.
yeah.
That's amazing.
Paul Chris was like, oh,
David Shaw's like, done that.
David Shaw's like, yeah, they're copying me. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that legal in USFL?
Yeah, as long as they
There they
lined
go.
up a couple in the slot.
Yeah. Okay. Had to
We
move
just
off.
looked up there, and it's like, as Cole Kublik put it, it was borderline erotic.
It didn't really work for him, but
No, it didn't work
They
at
didn't
all.
really maul anybody, but
My favorite part about the USFL is the fact that college systems are so embraced.
Yeah.
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 but they
yeah.
need to to me, I think the USFL is very, very close to being really good. And what's going to change it is honestly, they need more star power at quarterback.
They need more quarterback that are at the level of Jordan Thomas. He's by
That's
far
been-
the best quarterback in that league.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I watched that the game I watched the most, and it was just mostly because that's the one I had time for. Was the Philly New Orleans game,
yeah.
and Philly's quarterback was awful.
That game was probably the one that was the most impressive defenses on both sides. So you didn't see as much offense. But they also only had 2 or 3 weeks of practice really before they got to go out and play
Yeah.
the game. So
Man,
it could be something that
it's
just needs a
just-
little time.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm jumping to a conclusion, but yeah, that was rough, man.
I know that
It
the
was
Saturday games, they were almost like sellout. It looked like because there was a lot of people in the stands. I think the Sunday
I'm-
game
I'm
with
not- I'm not
Houston
ju-
was off with like
I'm not-
500 people.
I'm not judging the crowd, man.
Yeah.
Well, but
This is a
Saturday was
made-for-TV event.
Easter.
Saturday
Yeah.
was Birmingham playing.
Yeah.
And it was
In
all in
Birmingham.
Birmingham, so that's
Yeah.
why they all showed up.
Weather.
Sunday, I think you could buy one ticket and see
Easter.
all the games Sunday, but
Yeah.
I mean,
not to mention
Yeah, Sunday, the thunderstorms moved through. I mean, the last game of the night
Yeah.
got delayed to the next day.
yeah,
And then
Yeah.
then you're doing the delay thing where will people come back? And no. So I'm not really
No.
overly concerned about attendance. Now, I would be concerned about it next year. I think this year is about making brand recognition, being known in the markets. And next year is about kind of selling that. If they can make it to year 2, they have a chance to do something. Then they can try to make it to year 3. And once you get past you.
if Kaepernick wants to prove himself, go to the USFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
good there.
Hey,
But-
talking about star power, there you go.
Yeah,
People would watch. Get some of these cast off starters that if you have the money to offer them comparable comparable contracts. Like obviously, you're not going to be able to offer anybody a $400 million Patrick Mahomes deal. You're not going to be able to get those guys. But I mean, there's a lot of backups in the league that are.
Yeah,
They should sign Chad Kelly, who went to the Toronto Argonauts.
I think Adrian McCarron would do great in the USFL. Had a good chance.
I think Aaron. Wait, no, Aaron Murray went. They already tried him in the Alliance.
The only thing if they get to a year or two and they still want to keep it like in a centralized location, and I understand Birmingham's that place, but having a springtime ball league in Alabama in the spring.
Yeah,
there's tornadoes every other week, so it's not going to work out well with storms and stuff. So, you may need to go somewhere that doesn't have so much severe weather.
And about the Kaepernick thing, I just want to say this just because Watson at Cleveland proved that the NCAA or the NFL will put up with a whole bunch of stuff if you're good, but they will not put up if you are not good. And they would put up with Kaepernick if he was good, if he was worth it. I mean, that's just the truth. If he's going to be a third string quarterback, they're not going to put up with the circus.
No, he's not going to. Kaepernick is not good enough to be a starter.
Yeah, he had one good year, and
one good year.
Watch Ray Lewis giving commentary about their Super Bowl game against the 49ers. And that's all you need to know about Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. At the end of the game, when they were driving down there and they needed a touchdown to win, and Ray Lewis was like, well, we knew they couldn't pass. They had to run the ball.
Dang.
Yeah.
There you go.
The problem, I think, with Kaepernick joining the USFL is in his mind, he's worth a starting contract in the NFL. And to him, it's like debasing himself to go somewhere else where he's not going to get paid very much. So
right.
It's
ego.
Maybe ego. Yeah. And that's probably a big part of it.
Ego is not your amigo. So, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's a good point there, too. Steve's argument applies to Tebow as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Tebow can be the PR machine that he is, but he just can't play quarterback, man.
No.
And no team's gonna want to sign and deal with that for a third string quarterback or practice squad quarterback.
NFL organizations are just win. That's all they care about. If they don't have they don't have guarantees of whether or not you can do it, they will not put up with extracurriculars. They just won't, and they will send you on your way, and they'll do whatever. But they will put up with you if you're good. I mean, heck, Chad Ochocinco was in the league for 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he was really good.
He was really good. He was extremely productive. And
they let Vic do a little time in jail and then come back. So
Michael Vick spent 2 years in hard prison.
Yeah.
And
but
nice
Ray Rice got
6-year
caught on camera
career
knocking a woman out. Well,
he
don't get caught on camera.
Yeah.
Also, Joe Mixon got caught on camera knocking a woman out.
Yeah, that's true.
The difference,
but at least he wasn't in the NFL.
Better at football than Ray. That's even worse for Joe Mixon. Like his NFL career would have probably never started because he had no tape to prove it.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Bengals at the time were they were the team that took chances on those guys.
Yeah, I mean he was a headache coach, but I mean he was really good. I think it balanced out.
Yeah. The only question is, can he help us win? If the answer is yes, they will put up with a lot of stuff. If the answer is no or I don't know, they will not put up with anything.
Nope.
And your point about Ochocinco was nothing but a coach's headache. Marvin Lewis, you can say whatever you want to about him, but he handled Ochocinco brilliantly.
Yeah.
He had Pac-Man Jones too, didn't he?
I think so.
Marvin Lewis was like great with all that stuff.
I remember Pac-Man at Tennessee.
Yeah, I remember it too. So much talent, but just couldn't control himself at all.
Hey, Albert Haynesworth, same way.
Yeah. At least he didn't do any of that at Tennessee, but by the time he got to Washington, he just fell apart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Although the head stomping thing, was that in Washington or was that still in Tennessee?
No, that was in Tennessee.
Yeah, okay. No, I think
Tennessee.
The failed conditioning test was Washington.
Yeah. That was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, Pac-Man Jones, I actually was thinking about him today because just talking about NIL, Josh Heupel, Coach Heupel came out trying to talk positive about the NIL and was saying that it actually creates some less headache problems for him because kids now realize when they're coming to college that they've got a brand and image they need to protect because they want to make that money. So he's saying it actually kind of helps some discipline problems and that type of thing because a lot of kids just won't be kids, doing a lot of stupid stuff. And I thought about that. I was like, that probably could cut down on it. It won't stop it because you're going to get people like Batman Jones who knew he had millions of dollars on the line and still blew it just because he couldn't control himself. But at least it is some positive out of the
circle. I mean,
ran
with some pretty loser people.
That's true. That's true.
Also, Pac-Man went to West Virginia, and the players that played for Rich Rod at West Virginia were special. Oh my goodness! I mean, even like Pat McAfee, a punter, comes on, and he's just a different dude. I don't know where Rich Rod found these guys.
I love Pat McAfee though.
Yeah,
he's great, man.
Yeah.
He's one of those like he just blazes his own path. He's gonna say whatever he wants. I mean, he doesn't follow the normal template rules. He just does his thing, man.
Yeah.
He's fun to listen to.
He is 100% him all the way through.
He's a great commentator in wrestling too.
I believe it.
He got on College Game Day, and the first time he did that, he was wearing like a bolo tie, a short sleeve button up shirt, and jean shorts.
Yes.
Like cutoffs. It was like, what is going on?
And that was his last appearance.
Yeah, and it was like 35 degrees outside too.
Did he jump in the water too?
I don't. Yeah, probably, but
because I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
I give him credit, but he did the his playoff bracket last year, and he had Cincinnati as the number 4. And when I saw that, I was like, man, you are crazy. But look what happened. I mean, they still got blown out by Alabama, but at least they made it. So I mean. He knows his stuff.
Cincinnati would have been interesting in a 12-team playoff scenario.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you know who else? You know who else I'd love to see as a media personality, like have his own deal like Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch.
Oh man,
you want to talk about unfiltered?
That night that he was with Peyton and Eli, my gosh.
Yeah,
that was great.
Man, he's a minority owner for the Seattle Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hate that name, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate names of sports teams, especially team sports, where the last name is not plural.
The Seattle Kraken.
Yeah.
It's a mythical beast.
It's like
Krakens out there.
Yeah, it's like instead of the Milwaukee Bucks, if they were the Milwaukee Deer, that would be aggravating.
So the Utah Jazz just bothers you?
Yes, because there's no Jazz in Utah.
Well, yeah, I get that. The name bothers you.
I don't think the Mormons allow that.
It's actually illegal in Utah. It's ironic.
But yet their basketball team is named the Jazz, so it's crazy.
Huh.
The Utah Jazz.
Oh wow, Conan O'Brien. I can see that. Conan O'Brien just lets it unfiltered too. So yeah that's a perfect.
Yeah, Marshawn he would take a shot of Hennessy before every game.
Yeah,
and then the Lakers. There's no lakes in the middle of the desert. LA's in the middle of the desert.
Well,
they have a man-made river that gets water to their residents.
See, the Phoenix Suns is the perfect name because it's
Yes.
sunny out there. So, I mean, that's perfect.
Seattle Mariners, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seattle Seahawks.
That kind of works, but Seahawks aren't a thing. That's like Arkansas State Red Hawks.
That's the other thing, John. Have y'all ever seen a show called Murderville? I think is what it is. Where they bring
Netflix. It's like Adam Sandler's show.
Is that the Alabama FCS game?
No, it's like I think it's like
Yes.
Will Arnett maybe.
Murderville.
But he has a different guest star every week.
Is that like when Tennessee plays an FCS opponent and they beat them at home?
No, it's like a cop procedural show, but they're making up all their lines as they go. Marshawn Lynch was actually one of his guest stars one week and was really good, like hilarious.
Oh, I bet he was.
Yeah, he said it was one of the better shows actually.
But Marshawn Lynch, in Marshawn Lynch fashion, took the Zamboni and did his.
Yeah. The donuts.
Yeah.
Yes.
John, it's a weird concept for a show, but it works.
Well, if I remember correctly, wasn't Marshawn like on one of those little drive around carts and like
Injury
was running over people?
Yeah, when he was at Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He went. They call it ghost riding, but he went after a game. Like they had a. I think they upset USC actually, and he jumped on the injury cart, started ghost riding on the injury cart,
and running over people,
and just like had no regard for anyone else. Thought he was just out there by himself, and people are like diving out of the way.
Yeah.
He did that on the Zamboni. That's like
Okay.
they had a Marshawn Lynch night at Cal, and they gave him a bobblehead, and the bobblehead was him on the injury cart. Like,
oh man, that's great.
Oh Lord.
Great.
You're talking about the game at Cal, and that stadium is just absolutely horrible, and it got me thinking, what's probably the worst Power 5 stadium?
Vandy's got to be up there.
Yeah, Vandy's probably got to be up there.
Kansas?
Who?
Yeah. No,
Kansas,
Dukes I have no problem with, believe it or not. But places like Illinois, where the stadium was obviously built in like 1905.
Well, Georgia Tech's is like 1920.
Yeah.
But they at least they had to renovate it to have Atlanta United. So
No, they had to renovate it to accommodate all the Georgia fans buying season tickets. Boston College just looks meh.
yeah.
I mean, would you like? We got to draw a line here because like places like UMass, UConn are obviously going to.
Well, that's the reason I said Power 5, or else Rice would be all over it.
Yeah. But Kansas to me looks like a high school stadium. It's tiny.
Yeah, Missouri used to be horrible before they came to the SEC. They've done some work to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been to Fayro.
So Illinois, yes. Boston College, yes. The Carrier Dome is just so bland.
Washington Husky Stadium got condemned at one time, so they probably had to fix it to get it up to code. But it can't be great.
What about Martin Stadium in the Palouse of Washington State?
Yeah.
Reser Stadium, Oregon State. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, they just tore that down. They're building at least the new side of it.
So they'll get off.
Yeah, the Pac-12 is just bad stadium after bad stadium because everybody.
I mean, Baylor's, it looks pretty cool because you got to walk over the little bridge across.
Yeah, it's brand new.
That's cool. Yeah,
it's brand new, but
stadium.
they needed one because they were fighting Rice at one time.
Yeah,
Kansas State, they probably need a little update, but their stadium's pretty cool in the Little Apple.
Houston has a new stadium, Robertson Stadium.
Bryant Denny, God, that place is dumb, man.
Yeah.
Y'all are lowering capacity, right?
Who was?
Yeah.
They can't get any fans at the game now. They got
no. This isn't a joke. This is a real thing.
Yeah, I think it's like
like they're literally taking out seats out of one of the upper deck and kind of making like a club section.
Yeah,
they're reducing capacity. Tennessee's doing the same thing.
Yep.
I mean,
they're going through renovations right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's like,
Baylor has a boat landing that you can get on the boat and go to the game. That's pretty cool.
Jeb's like, so?
Vol Navy, established in 1934.
Yeah.
You can do that in Oxford too at Ole Miss, but Sardis Reservoir is like 45 minutes away. I mean, but you can park a dock there.
I mean, you can for the Georgia Florida game, you can pull right up to the Jacksonville Landing.
Yeah.
Dog Navy.
And have a bunch of cocktails while you're at it.
The world's largest outdoor cocktail party. It's not called that for
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh, speaking of Washington, also Washington, there was a huge war. I wouldn't say war, but there was like these polls that came out on Twitter of, one of the hashtags was "Go Dogs" and it had the G, and Washington fans were all bent out of shape because they called themselves the Dogs too, like DAWGS, and all the Southern fans like united together. They're like, nah, Washington.
No, you got to win something first before you can be called the Dogs. I'm sorry.
And you got to have a Southern drawl too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, believe me, I'm going somewhere with this, so bear with me. Do y'all know the show Letterkenny?
Yep.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay. They're coming out with a show in May called Shoresy Hockey.
Shoresy.
And they released a 2-minute clip of it, and it's just Shoresy going off on his own team, and one of the other players says something, and he's like, "You're a healthy scratch on a 20-loss team. You might want to sit this one out." And
Oh boy.
yeah,
Shoresy's not the one you never see the face of, is it?
yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll be.
But you see his face on that show in that clip.
Okay.
He pops out. The reason you don't see his face is because he's Wayne.
Yeah, same actor. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Home Improvement for a second. The neighbor. Yeah. Yeah. You just see his eyes. Like.
There's an episode of Letterkenny where a women's hockey team wants to play the men's team, and the men's coach is like going crazy, but they end up playing. And Shoresy is playing in that game, and it is just the funniest episode. He's such a dick.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my god. He just riding around is like, "Wait, you're a girl? Really?"
Yeah, that's a great episode.
Oh my goodness. I need to watch that one again, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
It's on Hulu if anybody's interested. Letterkenny is a definitely worth a watch.
I heard it was really good.
Okay. And Winning Time. Okay. I guess
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
I put together a little list here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually after you get caught up on Letterkenny, Shoresy Hockey is going to come out in May.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't have Hulu. So
everybody has Hulu. You just have it with ads.
Oh, yeah.
No, you still got to pay for it.
I could do that I can watch everything on Hulu with ads.
Wait, you still have to pay for it?
Yeah, it's still a pay
it's like
service. You just pay
$4.99 or
less.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Spotify where you could just listen to the ads.
If you get the bundle with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, along with Hulu, you can get the whole thing for like $11.
Yeah.
I mean, I already have the other two.
Yeah, you might as well.
Can
get
I
the
get like
bundle.
grandfathered in?
Yeah, whenever
Doubt
you
it.
sign up, it'll be $11. Now you'll have to go into Hulu and you can adjust it, but I mean it's a good deal. It's worth happening.
And I could get NFL Network like streaming with Hulu, right?
Yes.
Might be worth it.
SEC Network, and you get all the streaming access.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of streaming, did you hear that Apple TV is the leader in the clubhouse for the Sunday ticket thing?
Yeah, after
interesting.
next season.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeb, after next season.
Okay, so I still got to get DirecTV for this season.
Yes.
I'm waiting until somebody has a deal where the NFL Network is not NFL Network, but
Sunday ticket.
Sunday ticket. Yeah, yeah.
So what do we think that's going to look like? Are they just going to Apple TV is just going to have all the games, all the out of pocket games?
Yeah, I think so. It'll just be the CBS or Fox feed, but yeah, you'll be able to basically stream it.
Yeah. So like you pay for Apple TV Plus and you get all the NFL games.
Apple TV, it'll probably be a premium subscription because I think DirecTV charges $300. So it might.
God.
Yeah, it might be 3 payments of $50 or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping if I don't have any streaming service right now, every now and then they'll do that. If you sign up for DirecTV, you get NFL package for 1 year free. That's what I'm waiting on. If they do that deal again, I'm getting DirecTV. If they don't, well, we'll see.
And then sign it for a year and then get rid of it.
Yeah. Then switch to Apple TV after that.
Yeah,
I don't have any cable.
As soon as Tom Brady
that's-
retires, Becky will be a Bucks fan. I think that's pretty much signed, sealed, and delivered. But she's waiting on Tom Brady to leave.
Yeah, see, I don't care as much about getting
Why
local
Bucks,
games
though?
because they're nearby.
And
she's-
they're Marine. They're naval.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a pirate fan,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And then they have a pirate ship in their stadium.
So does that
Yeah.
mean, Steve, you have to be a Bucks fan? too?
No. And twice a year, it's gonna be on.
Yeah. 'cause
So she must be a Pittsburgh Pirates fan too. Is it
I don't think she
MLB?
watches baseball.
Yeah.
She liked the
Say.
Pittsburgh Pirates of the '70s because of the hat.
Why do they name the Pirates when there's no? I mean, up there in Pittsburgh, I thought it'd be like Steelers or something.
Okay.
They probably just like the
Yeah.
alliteration.
So
Yeah.
the Pittsburgh Penguins,
Mm-hmm.
gold and black. The Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Pirates, gold and black. The Pittsburgh Steelers, gold and black. The Pittsburgh Maulers, purple and orange.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Come on,
makes no
man.
sense.
It just feels like you missed a layup there.
Yeah.
Yeah, their uniforms were a little rough.
those
That's,
are awful. Yeah, come on, Mauler.
Purple and orange.
And they
Pittsburgh,
got
Come
themselves
on,
in all
man.
that, all
Pittsburgh
that
will
controversy.
the Pittsburgh Maulers will never gain a foothold in Pittsburgh. because of that.
They have the perfect offense for their nickname. I hate that they went with those uniforms. But that Stanford offense being the Maulers, yes.
they gotta have a change in the uniform next season.
Didn't they cut their starting running back though right before the game because
Because he ordered pizza.
he had pizza instead of chicken salad?
Really?
Oh, they put it on TV. That was the worst part because they were their version of Hard Knocks. They were following Pittsburgh around.
We're missing something in that story. Like he
Yeah.
had to have like thrown something in somebody's face.
I have not yet heard the story and understood why they cut him. The story that I heard was they called him in the office to tell him that they were going to cut him.
He was
And-
being disrespectful to
Yeah,
staff.
Yes, the hotel only had chicken salad. That was what they had for everybody to eat. The Pittsburgh players that were staying there. And he said, "I don't like chicken salad. Can I get something different?" They said no. And he saw people come in with a pizza. Like people who work there, I think. And he said, "Oh, can I just have some of your pizza?" And they were like, "No, we got chicken salad for you." And that's where the story kind of ends. And then he gets cut. I don't know what he did. I think he
guarantee
said he
you
just
on
went back to the
somebody.
room, and they're saying that he threw a fit and did more. I don't know.
Yeah, they're saying yeah.
But
Something's
basically,
not adding up here.
he refused to eat the chicken salad, and he got cut right before the game.
Talk about making chicken salad into chicken shit.
Oh yeah. Boom, boom. Yeah.
But this is like one of their big running backs. And then they go out and score 3 points the whole game. And
Well, they
basically
probably
just
needed
made the
him.
worst game of the weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this, but the Tampa Bay Bandits hired Todd Haley coaching at a high school as an offensive coordinator.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Big leap.
Yeah. Yeah.
John, they're trying to make it to year 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken salad's probably cheap.
Yeah.
Well, they said nobody would even really notice if they hadn't recorded it and then put it on TV like they were, just enjoying it. Like,
They-
oh, yeah, this is
Chicken
normal.
salad chicken.
Put that on TV.
sponsor.
They would not have put it on TV if they weren't 100% sure they were right to do what they did.
That's what you would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. Something in year 1 is so political. Now, it's going to go out of the news cycle, and he's complaining over and over again on Twitter of like, show me what I did wrong. Show it. And it's like, okay, you doth protest too much, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got cut. Go sign up for the US or the XFL.
I don't know, but I think I heard the story twice, and neither time could I figure out where the leap came from. I want pizza instead of chicken salad to you're cut. Like, and I don't know what happened in the middle there, and I want to know now.
Yeah, it's like MF, give me pizza. And it's like, some.
Yeah.
I don't want to change subjects, but Jeb, before we get off, I need to ask you something that talking about Twitter, I saw being spread around the other day, and I haven't really looked into it much, but supposedly the Titans and AJ Brown are like in a battle about his contract or something, and it's not going real well because
Yeah,
a lot of people was talking
thanks
about
to-
him.
Thanks to what's his name? he screwed everybody up.
Who's that?
Oh,
The dude Christian Kirk.
yeah, just signed a
okay.
crazy contract. No, I don't know because I'm not hearing like I don't know which of this you can believe, which you can't. Of course, according to the Titans, they're just trying to re-sign him. They have no interest in trading him or anything like that.
Right.
But I think it came out because at first people started speculating on who was going to get traded, and they started looking at these wide receivers who only have like another year on their contract. Because at this point, a lot of them deserve bigger contracts.
Yeah.
And you know, if you don't get them signed this year, the next year is going to be even more expensive. So they were thinking, oh, he'll either get signed or traded. But they were saying the same thing about DK Metcalf and some other people too.
Yeah.
They're in that same position right now. And then I know Tennessee's coach came out and said, no, as long as I'm coach, he's going to be here. But he does want a new contract. So I don't know what's going on there.
They need to pay him.
Yeah, no, they need to keep him around for sure.
Yeah.
Robert Woods, or whoever we're bringing over, is definitely not going to be the answer. So
No.
Robert Woods is a good third wide receiver.
I think
But
he'll
he's
be
not
great on the
first,
team. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
AJ is. You know.
Yeah, no, we have to have AJ on that team if we're going to have any chance of success in the next year or two. So.
Well, yeah, Tennessee needs a quarterback.
Amen.
Well, yeah, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. Honestly, a lot of Tennessee fans will tell you that they just are 100% against the quarterback in the first round. But you know, if one of those guys falls, I have no problem with it.
Yeah, I don't either.
Honestly, if anybody should do it, and I'm dead serious about this, Malik Willis should be drafted by the Tennessee Titans, and he should sit on the bench for 3 years and just learn and have the Steve McNair plan.
I agree.
I think Tannehill is the quarterback next year, no matter what. So I want somebody who, you know, at the end of the first round, you can get somebody who you can actually leave on the bench for a year or two, and people won't go crazy like you would with like Vince Young type player.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers sat on the bench 6 years. So,
Well, yeah, and I think they should do it until they think he's ready, but
right.
that's just not the way it works nowadays.
They don't. But if they're going to draft a quarterback, they got to make a home run pick because the last few quarterbacks they drafted, like Mariota, Jake Locker, who's it, Zach Meckenberger, they've been bust. I really thought that Mariota would have been better, but his injuries, man, it just killed us. Any kind of momentum he had.
Yeah, I had high hopes for him too. But,
I did too.
And the Titans don't have a second round pick, so if they don't do it in the first round, you're talking about waiting until near the end of the third round.
Yeah.
I just don't think there'll be anybody left at that point. And I agree, waiting until next year would probably be better. But I mean, we're hoping we don't have a high pick next year either. So
I know, yeah. As long as we got Derrick Henry, I think we're all right.
Trade for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. What if Mariota rises up?
He won't.
I was going to guess time was passed, but
yeah.
But you never know. You never know.
You know, about 2 months ago when there was talk, Aaron Rodgers stuff, I was like, man, this would be a perfect time.
Yeah.
I would sell like 4 or 5 future picks, first and second round picks for Aaron Rodgers, because that team is right there on the cusp of going to the Super Bowl if they just had a quarterback, I believe.
Yeah.
I think they have themselves in a corner with Tannehill. There's no way to get rid of that contract.
I know.
And if you're going to pay him that much next year, you can't run the bench.
Exactly.
So it just there's just not much they can do.
Before Deshaun Watson, you should have traded him to Cleveland.
Yeah, if there was anybody who would take on that contract, they could have looked around, but not many teams would have. But
Hey, the Saints need a quarterback.
that's true.
Yeah.
They
It
should have
looks
traded
like
for Matty Ice.
Yeah.
they might be about to draft Matty Ice.
Mm-hmm. I heard. I saw rumors of.
Yeah,
that
he had a
Corral.
second visit in New Orleans this week.
Hey, they're about to sign Juice Landry too.
I saw that.
Steve, how do you feel about that one?
I don't know. Michael Thomas will be back. That's good. But I can see them taking somebody like Corral and Olave, and you put those together, you are probably pretty good because this is going to be basically the Sean Payton offense. That's his offensive coordinator for the last 10 years for New Orleans is still there.
Yeah.
So it's going to look similar than it always has.
Right.
But
And they've got the 16th and the 19th pick. Is that correct?
Yes.
So I mean, they've got a chance to get 2 great playmakers
Yeah.
and reconstruct that team offensively. So
I'd like to see them get Corral and Jameson Williams. Call it a day.
That would be, yeah.
That'd be nice. That would be nice.
It would be 2 first-round picks. You don't think either one of them might play next year, but it could pay off big later on. So
Yeah.
Oh, Jameis is going to be slinging the ball around next year.
yeah.
No risk throw an interception. What?
Is he gonna be eating W's again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we going to buy crab legs.
There you go.
We are going to buy crab legs.
Oh God.
Sweet. They was talking about Jameson Williams. I saw something the other day that one, mock draft had Miami picking him up. I'm like, my gosh, if he goes to Miami, they've already got speed. They add him. I mean, that's incredible.
The Dolphins are really close to being scary good.
Yeah, they are.
I don't think people realize how close they are because they just want to think that Tua is in over his head, and they are real close to being very good. Those 2 wide receivers, Tyreek Hill and the kid from Alabama, I can't remember his name.
Waddle. Yeah.
I mean, that's basically Hill and Mecole Hardman part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you take the other receivers they have going, the tight end is solid. They've got a running game and an offensive coordinator that likes to be creative in the run game.
Yep.
Man, Miami has a chance to be scary, bud.
If they get a couple offensive linemen, I think they've already got one. They get another one, they'll be set.
So you might want to tell Becky to go ahead and jump on the Dolphins.
No, she won't do that because
they're nautical.
as she says, their uniforms are too feminine.
Really? Like the Dolphins.
So she's saying you're too feminine, Steve.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's saying that.
Yeah, John, I did see that rumor as well that Jordan Davis could go 16th to the Saints.
I don't think Jordan Davis is going to make it to 16. Though.
I don't think he is either.
He's not going to make it past 10.
Yeah, what is he? 340-pound man that runs a 4.7.
That's scary.
Yeah.
He's like a runaway refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's an 18-wheeler running at you and going to run you over. It's going to hurt.
I bet he doesn't get cut for asking for pizza.
No. You take all the pizza you want.
Man, it's at the point where Jordan Davis is like going to be the new Chuck Norris jokes.
Pretty much.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chuck Norris didn't catch COVID. COVID caught Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down.
Yes. Yeah. Well, maybe the Saints need to trade up if they really want him. But I don't see them doing that either because you probably had to give up both them picks.
Yeah, I don't see them trading up.
No.
Like I don't think it'd be very wise of them to trade up.
Yeah, the funny thing is the media talked over and over about how the Saints the checks finally come due. They're in a cap hell, and the Saints just refigured some things, and all of a sudden they're like $30 million below the cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, $100 million just disappeared.
Yeah.
I need
went to
that
Dallas
accountant.
with Sean Payton.
I need that accountant. That's
The Dolphins had preliminary conversations with Sean Payton before they settled on this guy.
Oh, interesting.
They might be better off with this guy.
I want to see what it looks like with him.
There too.
I
Or
really
Josh
do.
McDaniels or
What's his name?
Mike McDaniels.
Mike. They say he sees the game, the all-22, like he can look at the field from the sideline and see the all-22 in his head and visualize what's going on. And the only other coach that I heard that said about was Lane Kiffin. And that really worked out there. And it was like, okay, I want to see what this looks like.
Yeah. Did Lane Kiffin see the all-22 of the golf ball coming at him?
Probably. It didn't hit him in the head.
He didn't catch it.
Best arm in Tennessee. Although the greatest joke ever, and it's we're running out of time to use it, was Joe Milton was the only person in the stadium that didn't want to throw anything.
Yeah.
He ran out of bounds.
3 seconds left. Let's run it.
Now you want
That's
to
gonna
run
hurt
it.
for a while.
Well, Dak Prescott did the same thing in his bowl game. So
The funny thing is, Alvin Kamara did that.
yeah,
At Vanderbilt in his last game, he just ran out of bounds at like the 5-yard line.
mm-hmm.
He's a coach, man. Good.
Yeah,
He was playing for Butch Jones.
it's okay.
Brick by brick.
Mm-hmm.
Champions of life.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think it was Alvin Kamara's idea to hold the trash can up?
What did they call that?
Jeb.
Don't look at me. I have no idea. Everything about Bush Jones has already been excised from my memory.
Does
There you go.
So does watching Florida do what they're doing give you PTSD? Butch
Yeah.
Jones?
A little bit.
The game changer coordinator. The Gator made coach.
Hey, they did the right
hope it
thing with
works
the
out just as well
uniforms
for
for the
them.
spring game.
What was that?
I didn't see that. Yeah.
All orange, and the other team wore all blue with the
Oh.
orange helmets.
Okay.
For that game, it was absolutely perfect. It was like their color rush game.
It's way too much. Way too much orange.
Oh boy.
Oh, I like Tennessee when they wear their traffic cones.
Well, yeah, because those are great uniforms. So,
Right.
No.
I like those black uniforms too that y'all wear sometimes.
those are good.
The black this year. I like the black better than the smoky gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do too.
I like the black better, but I like the smoky gray.
I think the road uniform should be outlined in a black trim, like back when Peyton was there.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the white on orange pants too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More the classic, definitely.
Yeah, the Stormtrooper, everybody talks about the Stormtrooper, but it's at the point where like Tennessee, Auburn, there's so many teams that wear the Stormtrooper now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, heck, Ole Miss can wear the Stormtrooper now.
Yeah.
Oregon actually wears the Stormtrooper. Like they just go plain white helmet with like white decals.
Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have like 40 different combo
I have
jerseys.
to say.
Every
It'd be
every
weird to
year.
see all their color gone.
They haven't
Sheesh.
they haven't worn the same uniform for like 10 years.
I know they haven't.
Lane hates the gray pants, John. He just hates the gray pants. I don't know why they do it. But I agree that is probably the best uniform in the SEC. Georgia should have a or a black jersey that they wear more often than they do, and they should have a black helmet that they can wear with the red jersey.
Yeah. Although the last time we wore the black helmet, we looked like Grambling State, and we got absolutely pummeled by Florida.
Well, also in the black jersey, I mean, what was that? The Alabama thing is like, why are they wearing the
Yeah.
black? They came dressed for a funeral.
Yeah.
That was just more because, like you mess with a jersey is one thing. You mess with a iconic helmet.
Well, Ole Miss wore gray uniforms back
Yeah.
in the early 2010s, and I think they wore them against Alabama one time. And they looked really good, but the problem was they wore them against Alabama, against number 1 Auburn, and they wore them when they went over and played Georgia. They didn't wear them in non-conference games or little home games to get people excited to do it.
Yeah.
They wore them against teams they were never going to win. Everybody said, "Oh no, we can't wear that jersey. We never win." It's like, what?
Of course, like we wore it for the first time in the blackout against Auburn. We absolutely pummeled them.
Yeah.
Did it again against Hawaii that year in the Sugar Bowl and just destroyed them.
But everybody remembers that game.
Yeah, but I think what made it a big deal was like, I think if you just say, hey, we're going to try this and we're not going to make some like Butch Jones type promotional event out of wearing a different a jersey color that's within your color scheme. Like now when we wear the black jersey under Kirby, it's just like, hey, we're going to wear a black jersey this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we just go out and do our thing. Like it's no big deal.
Red pants for Georgia too. They need to do the road jersey with the 1982s or whatever they are.
Yeah, the 1980 red pants.
Yes.
That's a sharp look.
It is.
They have they have black pants, white pants, red pants, and of course it's supposed to be the silver breeches, but they're not silver anymore. They're gray. But they have like all of those combinations for recruits. Like when they come on those visits, and they do the photo shoots. Like you see like a red on red, which I'm not too fond of. I don't like the red on red. I think that looks like a high school team.
I think too much red is an actual thing.
Yeah, I don't even like the red with black pants. Like that looks like a high school.
That was like softball uniform.
Yeah. Like I hate Vandy's all black uniforms for baseball.
Oh yeah, the black pins.
Yeah, I hate those. Because it looks like a men's softball league.
Ole Miss almost got run ruled by Southeast Missouri last night, so they've pretty much given up this season.
Dang, that's insane.
Yeah, that's a huge turnaround. That's crazy.
Georgia's bullpen is falling apart tonight. I'm not too far behind you.
Tennessee's doing fine.
Yeah,
we took one game. That's what I wanted, so I'm happy.
At least Ole Miss baseball got done in time for the USFL, so I can just watch football.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, by the way, I've Locked On is bringing me on their draft coverage in day 2.
Oh, nice. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I was like, okay, let's talk Matt Corral. Maybe we can talk Sam Williams.
No, you're gonna be talking Sam Howell. You're gonna be talking
day 2. Yeah, you'll be talking about Sam Howell.
Sam Howell. Who's the other quarterbacks?
Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, you'll be talking. You'll be doing a full analysis of Desmond.
Kenny
Ritter.
Pickett. Yeah.
Kenny Pickett. Yep.
Kenny Two Gloves.
Yeah, Kenny Two Gloves.
Yep.
Kenny Small Hands.
That's right. Well, I would say I would invite myself on as a guest, but if you were doing it for the first round, I could talk about all 6 Georgia players that are going to get drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was freaking humble brag if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
I don't get many of these guys. I have to take advantage.
Also, this season, Corey, you want to come on the post-game live show every now and then, if you can?
Yeah, I will. I'll jump
break down the Ole Miss game.
Break it down.
I'm going to have Bill Flowers on it. I'm getting ghosted by Cody Pruitt, and I think that's just because one of the people that are also doing coverage is doing their normal thing they did to me. The same thing they did to me when I was helping them out was to somebody else. They're doing that to me, and I was like, absolutely hilarious. I'm just going to find somebody else. I mean,
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't really care.
Right.
I mean, he was a nice guy and he was a good guy, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious what happened.
Yeah, we should go on like once a month for this show. You should just bring the 3 of us on as your guest on the Locked On and just have us just go off on all the games.
You know that is something we might do. I'm dead serious. We could do like a preview on Friday, and that could be the Friday show. And
what time? Because I'm working during the day.
Oh, I record that and air it the next day, so it would be probably Thursday night.
Okay, yeah, I work. Yeah, I'll be
now
home.
Corey probably has a game, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have probably a couple Thursday games. Yeah, football season's kind of tight.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I would say just rerun our show from Wednesday.
Yeah, but I have to cut it down to 30 minutes. It's really quick.
Well, we work with our show.
Well, we can. Yeah, that definitely won't work.
No, we're going on hour and a half, 2 hours now. So
we could be So here's what we could do. We could be like my students. We'd be really focused for the first half hour. And then
you know what we could do? You know what we could do?
You just cut.
No, I've got an idea of what we could do. We could have a Sunday night show.
Insane.
Sunday night show recapping the weekend's game. It was like a football season SEC After Dark special every week.
that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah. And then get Wednesday, we talk about the games that are coming up, and then on Sunday, we talk about the ones that just happened.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
that is a great idea.
Oh, I am gonna have to get something for behind me.
You are.
Yeah,
Get one of those pop-up
if you need a
orange tea.
decorator.
Yeah.
Steve is your guy.
Uh-huh.
Get a poster of Peyton Manning or something put back there.
You don't need those blinds, dude. Just put a poster up.
Yeah.
They're already
No,
shut.
Just put shelving in behind me.
Oh, I can't remember his name. He's a basketball player.
Just hold it up.
Played back in the
whole time.
80s.
That's what we'll do.
Ended up going to the
Welcome.
Knicks. Yeah.
Have one hand Peyton Manning, the other hand Ron Slay.
There you go.
No, you should do Philip Fulmer. Just put a poster up of him.
It'll take up the whole entire screen.
And you can explain that this isn't for Philip Fulmer when he was a coach. This is for Philip Fulmer, the AD.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. Have
Isn't he bigger now since he's AD?
We used to have a running joke. Who's fatter, Friedgen or Fulma?
And the answer was Mark Mangino.
And the answer is yes. The answer is C, none of the above. Mark Mangino.
Yeah. Yep.
How about 30 minutes of Steve doing vodka shots and talking about Selma Hayek's pole dance on Dusk Till Dawn?
We got to keep it clean. It's got to be G-rated or at least PG-13, something like that.
That's true. I was supposed to say that's
So no
gonna be
nip
tough.
slips. Yeah.
Selma Hayek doing a pole dance, I cannot be.
Jake, you got to keep
trusted.
your clothes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
It's getting hot in here.
I don't think she used a pole. She had a snake. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
That was Britney Spears. That snake.
Oh my gosh.
You watch that video on mute. Really, really good.
As long as you can't hear her.
Oh my gosh.
She was decent on 30 Rock too.
Britney
Yeah.
Spears?
Britney Spears?
Oh, no. I'm back at Selma Hayek. Once you start Selma Hayek, it doesn't matter what you talk about after that.
Yeah.
Is that your number one, Steve?
Yeah, she's up there.
Yeah, she's got to be up there.
Yeah. For a 55-year-old woman.
I have a soft spot for Jennifer Love Hewitt. Like that
That
was
sounds cool.
my wheelhouse was that scene in Can't Hardly Wait. Like
So you probably watched the client list with it then.
I wouldn't go that far.
Heartbreakers was a really good movie.
It was. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the plot.
Yeah. I
I don't even know what it was about.
don't remember what happened, but who cares?
I mean, Jennifer Love Hewitt was. Let's just say she wasn't wearing much.
Yeah, she was in a swimsuit most of the time.
Yeah, I was very appreciative of that.
And then Sigourney Weaver, who was old enough to be her grandmother, played her mom. She looked great, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
I can't get past Sigourney Weaver in Aliens.
Oh, she did a fantastic job in Ghostbusters.
She did.
Yeah, that's true. She's going to be the next 2 or 3 avatars or however many are coming out.
Oh my gosh, I know. Avatar's
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't she die, though? I don't know.
No,
no.
maybe it'll be that girl that's on the ride at Animal Kingdom. Which, by the way, if y'all haven't ridden Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom at Disney World, ride it. It's the best ride in Orlando. Well,
Yeah.
it's the second best ride in Orlando. Rise of the Resistance is probably the first best ride.
Oh, the first best ride was your back seat of your Toyota. Do you still
Best
have that
ride your
car?
mom.
No. I got a Ford
What do you
Ranger now.
Oh, you're rocking the Ranger again.
Red Ranger.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's
Stick
all
shift,
back in
vinyl
time.
Seats.
No. It's automatic transmission. It's loaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Becky won't let me call it Trey.
No, it was a Scion. That's what it was.
Yeah, and a Scion as well. That was 2 cars ago. Yeah. That
Yeah.
was a little.
That's when I was still. That's before I retired from playing goalkeeper.
Yeah. But that was funny. Our soccer things, me playing with a brain tumor. I understand that I should get credit for that. I think.
You should.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for all your back heels.
Yes. No more freaking back heels.
Yeah.
By the way,
in the game where I just had the game of my life against the Russian dude that said no, thank you.
Yeah. By the way, Tom called me about a year ago.
Yeah.
Out of the blue, didn't know anything was going on. He just heard somebody he thought was me calling into a sports call-in show in Vermont, and he called me.
wow.
And I was like, what? Okay.
Hi.
Okay, now that I got you, what's up, Tom?
But, by the way, Jay Rott has retired from Villanova. That's breaking news right now. So
At the age of 60.
Ooh, Villanova can take somebody.
they got Fordham's head coach.
Oh, they've already hired a replacement?
Yeah.
Wow, that was
And
fast.
This has had to be fast
It's been-
because
Yeah.
he's
it's
probably
been
been
planned.
retired for a while.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm trying to see what
They just waited till they got a coach in place before he officially.
his name is. Kyle Neptune, Fordham's head coach.
that sounds familiar.
He's
Kyle
a
Neptune?
former.
That's
Yeah.
got to be that's got to
What,
be
God of the Sea?
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
a legendary lineage. You have a
Well, he's a
planet named
former. He's
after
a
you.
former assistant from the Wildcats. So
You have a planet and a band named after you.
yeah.
The Neptunes.
He's only 37, so if he's successful, he'll be there for a while.
Yeah, but he probably won't be because the rule is you don't want to be the person that replaces a legend. You want to be the person that replaces the person who replaces a legend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whoever replaces me on this show is gonna be screwed.
Well, you're not retired anytime soon, are you?
Well, I'm gonna be the next head coach at Alabama when Saban retires. So
Well, just remember Wednesday nights you're booked. And then
Yeah.
You can do Hey Coach on Thursday.
yeah, I
There you go.
I have to leave practice early. It's part of my
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
I might could actually sponsor this show then.
Thank you, John. Appreciate you being on.
Yeah.
So
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
let's do it. So, see, Steve is my timekeeper, right? He's got to keep me on track. He's got because we'll be here till friggin' midnight, man.
I'm all for it.
Not that I'm complaining about it.
Yeah, I've got a clock directly in front of me. We just hit 11.
Yeah, it's right. It's
Oh,
right at
you
10.
you Eastern Time Zone people.
Yeah.
That's half the broadcast over here.
That's
I know,
right.
Yeah.
It's this side.
It got late early.
Nice, you guys.
East side.
Yeah. It's the Eastern time zone versus the Central time zone.
It's the Eastern Time Zone versus the Tornado Time Zone.
Pretty much, yeah, because we're the new Tornado Alley. There
Yeah,
was something I
Alabama,
saw.
Not
yeah.
Bellevue.
I saw something.
Knock on wood.
I think it was on
we tend to be
Facebook
out
the
of
other
way.
day. Alabama has the most tornado warnings, not meaning tornado touchdowns, but tornado warnings issued this year with 115 so far.
Good grief.
God.
Oklahoma's got like 30, I think, and they're considered, part of Tornado Alley. So it's switching. It's going to the south now. I've been telling everybody for a while.
Well, if you live in Hohenwald, Tennessee, they every time I watch the news, Hohenwald, Tennessee,
West Tennessee. It gets hit a lot, yeah.
they get
If you are in this path, get to your safe space.
every time I feel like it's White House, Hohenwald. You're in the path of the storm.
And
Back
Watertown.
down the hatches.
Watertown, too.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Bug Scuffle?
Yeah.
You start to hear
Bell
names
buckle.
of, you start to hear names of towns. You're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
The worst one is like when they're doing these things and they're talking is like Santa Fe. And it's like, come on.
Santa Fe.
Come on.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. Come on, bro. Santa Fe, Martinez, Buchanan, Cairo.
Corinth, Mississippi. We used to have a meteorologist that would call it Corinth, Mississippi. I'm like, man, that is bad off. But
DeKalb.
yeah, the cab. Yeah.
DeKalb is DEKALB,
Mm-hmm.
but the L is silent.
Yeah.
But in Illinois, it's not silent.
Right.
We have a D apostrophe low Mississippi. D-Low, Mississippi.
D-Lo.
Which stands for damn low.
What's up,
Real-
Devo?
We also have
What's up,
a So-So
Rapid.
Mississippi.
My
A
favorite's still
so-so?
Uh huh.
That's cool.
My favorite's still Cairo.
Even
Cairo,
over hot
Georgia.
coffee, Mississippi.
Hot coffee.
What about Hot Pockets? Is neighboring town Hot Pockets?
Should be. But we also have a cold water.
Where's Count Chocula, Mississippi?
Yeah, seriously. Chef Boyardee, Mississippi.
Now that's what I call myself when I do a home chef meal. Chef Boyer Burton.
Shit. God, okay, I'm done.
All right.
Yeah.
All
At
right.
home chef.
Yeah.
Not to be a shill for home chef, but
Again,
You're gonna get on Hell's Kitchen here pretty soon.
yeah.
that's
better.
still on there.
I do kind of
We'll
miss
get
that show.
Yeah,
get
Gordon
on-
Ramsay's awesome.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's got like 20 shows now.
He does. He's getting up there with like Steve Harvey level of shows that he
Yeah.
does daily.
All right. Anyway,
He's cloned
Corey.
himself. All right. Let's wrap it up. All right.
Yeah.
We are the SEC After Dark podcast. For Steve, Jeb, and Jake, we hope you have a great weekend. Great rest of your week and an even better weekend. We'll see you back here next week on SEC After Dark, presented by betonline.ag. Peace.
Roll Tide.
Hotty toddy.
Go Dogs.
Go Big Orange.
VOL.